Lizardtastic, and in this episode we're going to be creating this super cute Triceratops that explores the element of art line in this dinosaur line art artwork. Yeah. All right, we're going to be using something to draw with that is not going to blend or bleed, such as an oil pastel, a wax crayon, or a permanent marker. You can even use a colored pencil or pencil crayon, like a black colored pencil or black pencil crayon, whatever you call it. Black wax crayon, black oil pastel, or permanent black marker to draw with. And then we're gonna grab some watercolor paints in this one, and we're going to paint it in. Now, if you don't want to use watercolor paints and you're like, I just don't have any, that's okay. Use your favorite coloring medium to color in. You could use your wax crayons, you can water down some tempera paints and use tempera paint. You can use felt markers, whatever you have or whatever you want to use that and make your own artwork, whatever you want. Add your own artist flavor to it. That's the way to do it. All right, my friends, so grab something to draw with and let's make some art. All right, we're gonna make our Triceratops, focusing on adding some lines in the background. So we're gonna start at the front with a curving line for the top of Triceratops' head. And then we'll add some zigzag lines down for the plates around the head. And I just like to add a little curving line on the inside. We'll add a little curving line on the front where the snout will be and at the back here of the head. And then we'll add little horns on each side, and we'll have one little horn on the other side here just peeking out. Next, we'll draw some curving line, we'll draw the snout, we'll add a curving line and then a straight one across, and then curve it around and up. And then we'll draw another line that curves over for the bottom of the mouth. And I just give it a little couple curves just for some character. And I'm also adding a little letter V in the corner of the mouth. Okay, next we're gonna draw a nice big curving line up and over on the back. And then we're gonna draw a nice big letter C on the inside here, a nice big letter C. And that's gonna be for the back leg thigh. I'm gonna add one leg on the front, so that's like a kind of like a rectangle, and then I'll bring this down into a rectangle as well. You can add a little tail out the back. And then a nice curved line across the front between the legs for the belly. You can see if I were to continue it, it all lines up.
Silly squiggle.
All right, let's do our silly squiggle. We're gonna draw just a random squiggle today on our paper, and here we go. Let's turn it into something. We'll add some little eyes here. Only got a few minutes to do this, so we're gonna make it quick. Add a little shading with some hatching lines. All right, let's give it a nice nostril and a silly mouth. Oh, maybe we should have a tongue sticking out here. Have it get bigger as we get closer to the viewer. And oh, I know, maybe we'll have some saliva kind of bursting off of here, dripping all over. All right, we'll give this little snake here some nostrils. And we'll extend it the head there. Okay, so its body's coming around this way. And then it's gonna come down and wrap around there. And And we'll bring it down and we'll wrap it around this way. And then it looks like it's gonna tuck out and disappear out there. Oh, now it looks more like an eel. Maybe it should be like a moray eel. I'm feeling a little inspired for that. Okay, moray eel. I'm gonna change it because that's what you can do as artists. You get a new idea. So I'm gonna add some lines along the top to make a fin. How much time I got? I got 1 minute left to go. Okay, we got our fin going. It's amazing how time flies when you're having fun drawing and making art. And we'll bring it down the front here. We got 40 seconds left. So we'll add some bubbles in the background. Maybe one more. We'll add some spots on our eel. Do eels have gills? I don't know, and I don't have time to figure that out. Okay, and I got less than 30 seconds, so I'm gonna use my hatching lines to add some shading on my squiggle here, which is now a moray eel. Was a snake, but things change, and that's okay. Sometimes you just gotta make a decision when the pressure is on. Okay, how much time I got? Oh, 2 seconds, and that's it. There's our squiggle of the day.
A few moments later.
We're gonna add 2 legs in the back, so we're gonna bring 2 lines down. Or 2 legs down, 1 line down, 1 line across. And we're gonna make them shorter so they seem like they are farther away. And that's gonna help create space or depth in our design. We can add a belly line across and along the bottom of the tail. And I like to add some little lines across that to make it extra cute. We got a nice little Triceratops. Kind of looks like a baby dinosaur, doesn't it? So cute. And I like to imagine they have the same toes as elephants. So I'm just gonna add some curving lines, nice tight together, to create some little dinosaur toes. You can go ahead and add some spots around your little Triceratops. And I'm gonna add an eye, so I'm gonna add a curving line up and over like a rainbow. And then I'm gonna thicken it up to make a cute little eye. If you want, you can add little expressive lines on the edge, or you can choose to leave those out. And of course we need our Triceratops to breathe, so we're gonna add a little circle at the front for a nostril. Now we're gonna add a border around our Triceratops. And we're gonna keep that white to create a little bit of contrast, so our Triceratops stands out from the background. You can divide your background up with some lines, 3 to 5 lines to separate your background. And then you can go ahead and add different lines in each section. So we're gonna start off with some looping lines. So we're gonna go up, loop over and down, up, loop over and down. We're gonna draw those across our paper. And that brings me to today's word, line.
A line in art is a powerful tool that artists use to create everything from simple sketches to complex masterpieces. It's a straight or curved mark that can show movement, form shapes, add texture to a drawing or painting. Lines can be thick or thin, wavy or straight, and they can create patterns, outline objects, or guide the viewer's eyes across the artwork. Whether you're drawing a simple stick figure or a detailed landscape, or even your Triceratops, lines are essential for bringing your artistic vision to life.
Okay, in the next one, we're gonna add some dashed lines down. Next, we can do some zigzag lines. And then down here, I'm gonna do some curving lines. And then I'm gonna pick a new corner, and then I'll do another 4 curving lines, pick another corner. And I'm gonna continue this until I fill up the entire space. And once you're done, you are ready to paint your Triceratops using your favorite colors and some watercolor paint. So I'm going to paint Triceratops first. We're going to leave the border around it white, and then I'm going to paint a fun choice color in each of the line sections in the background. I'm doing 2 kind of colors on my Triceratops, letting the yellow and orange, or yellow, it's kind of like a red-orange, I guess, or a bright red. I'm gonna let these 2 colors mix into some orange tones and kind of be a nice little gradient. So it's gonna go from yellow to orange to red, just by mixing the red and yellow together. That's a fun thing about art, it's kind of like magic.
Let's do a super fast drawing.
All right, it's our drawing of the day here. We're gonna do a super fast drawing for the day. And we're gonna be doing a dinosaur. We got 60 seconds on the clock starting now.
2,000 years later.
I'm gonna paint yellow on the belly, so I kind of repeat the pattern of yellow, red, yellow. And I'm gonna be sure not to touch the red. And if you do, just like I did there, for example, don't worry, just let it happen. Sometimes our art mediums like to do what they kind of feel like doing in the moment, and we can't control it, so just let it happen. It's okay. I'm also gonna pick a fun color for my spots, and again, don't worry if you have a bleed out. We're just going to try our best to leave a little bit of paper between your colors, but if it happens like this, you just let it go, because sometimes watercolor paints and other art mediums like to do whatever they want. We can't control everything, so we're just going to be like, take a deep breath and say, yep, that's okay, it's out of my control. I'm just gonna do the best that I can to make some really cool art. I'm gonna use a little bit of blue just to shade a little bit of these horns just on one side. And I'm gonna pick the nice little tan here or brown for my toes. Once you're done your Triceratops, look at that cool gradient I have from yellow, a light color to a dark color, or yellow to red, yellow to orange to red. Super fun. And then once you're done that, you can go ahead and paint in your background with your choice of favorite fun bright colors, leaving that nice border white. Once you're done, your lovely Triceratops artwork is done.